Good morning, everyone. This is Jerry 3904 from the MX Linux forum. I'm going to do a short video on MX and MXF Fluxbox on our dealing with Conkies. And in particular, I'm interested in showing how we can use MX Conky to change its colors, because I don't see that anyone is actually trying that. So here's the default desktop. I took off the links to the videos in the middle, and I'm going to kill the dock to get it out of my face. And so I'm going to change the wallpaper to kind of a neat wallpaper called Gray Cubes. And I'm going to add a Conky that we use as default for MX, which is Conky Morsis Small. There we go. And you can see the Conky in the upper right hand corner. I don't find the balance at all good, so let me remind you that we just want to open up Conky Manager, highlight that, and go up to the little widget and change its location. I'll put it up in the top left where it looks better to me and apply it. There, that looks better, but it's too close to the margin, so I'm going to move it over a little bit from the left margin, plus, and apply that. Yeah, maybe another from here, just to move it down a little bit. There we go. I kind of like that. Actually, I'll take one more here. Okay, now my aesthetic sense is satisfied. So there it is, and it's a nice looking Conky. Well, it would be a nice looking Conky if you could see it, but you can't see it. So here the trick is, and we're going to use MX Conky to change the colors so that we can see it. I'm going to hit my logo button to bring up Rofi, and I'm just going to write CONK, and there's MX Conky. Okay, so there's MX Conky, tells me we've done all this. And this is what this looks like, MX Conky. It shows you what the Conky is that's showing. You can open up Conky Manager directly from it if you want. You can have it show on one desktop or all desktops, etc. But down here, there's a tricky thing that's kind of neat, is that the developers, and I was involved in this a lot, we factored out the scripts for the Conkies so that the colors were actually all put together in a standard way, color 0, color 1, color 2, etc. And so that makes it easy for us to change colors, and we just want to see what we need to change on this desktop. So the first thing up here, this green is nearly invisible. So I'm going to change this green. Let me get this over here. I'm going to click on these little dots. And here up comes a select color box. And instead of trying to define a color, I'm going to use the color that's over here with the eyedropper, and then say OK and see if that looks better. Nope, didn't change it. Did I use the wrong color? Oh, it was green, you big dummy. Let me try that again. That looks better. There we go. Wrong one. So we've now changed the default color that made it invisible into something we can actually see pretty well. I can read these okay, but then the values for hard drive and such, that purple value, I can't see at all. So I'm going to click those dots and change it to something really bright green, or kind of a bright yellow green. We'll have to futz around to see if that works. That looks too dark. I'll try this, see if that works. That gets better. Now I can actually read the whole thing. I can see that it's 10:14 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. I can read the values, and I've changed the color very nicely. So I'll close that out. Do you want to keep the one that we changed? I will say yes, because I like that original one. And let me quickly remind you that the wiki has a detailed discussion of MX Conky, Conkies in general, how you deal with it, and then it shows you this MX Conky screen and it gives you details on how to do, oh, this one, another one, how to do that, some tips and tricks that are important, and some technical details if you're interested in that, and some resources on Conkies if you're not very familiar with Conkies. So that's in the wiki. You just open up the wiki and search on Conkie to get that. Who cares? So that's about it. I just wanted to show you that. I think it's a good trick that people ought to know about, and it's unique to MX and MX Fluxbox. Take care. I'll see you another time.